what's up, guys? This is Tim. Here with Joe.
Hi.
We're going to do a tournament recap. This is our third tournament, because you didn't play in the first one.
I didn't play in the first
So this is our third tournament. They've all been 1,500 points, combined arms attachment. 40k tournament, let me preface that instead of just random tournament. You play in a lot of tournaments. So Warhammer 40,000, obviously with the Necron book. Joe won this one. We had 7 players at the start. Joe won it. You went 3-0.
3-0.
3-0 Necron. You should give me your list, and I'll put your list up. You cool with that?
Yeah.
I'll put your list up at the end of the video so people can kind of look at that and see what they thought about it and critique it or comment on it. However,
yeah,
because
comments, let me know what I could change. At this point, honestly, I thought about it for a while, and I can't think of anything I would change in it.
You just like how it flows.
Well, with this tournament format and Eternal War format, and kind of the meta, I like it a lot.
Well, at the time of this filming, we just filmed a battle report 4 days ago.
Yep.
With that list, and I'm not going to give any spoilers away because
It was a great game.
Yeah, it was a really good game. Hopefully, it's a lot of fun.
Came down to the very last roll.
It did. It really did.
Very last roll.
So that was a good game. I thought it was a good list. I thought it was well thought out. It's tough to deal with, man. You got some stuff in there like those Lich Guard. Those are nasty.
Yeah, I won't take credit for the Lich Star. That's what they're calling it online. But so I definitely bit that off of somebody I saw in a battle report I saw online. But the 1,500 points, I pretty much put it together myself.
Yeah. It was a good list. I'm going to touch on what you just said about seeing that on a battle report. I think that's one of the things. And this is outside of the tournament thing here, but I think that's something that's really great about this hobby. Yeah, is the way that the battle reports are put out by a lot of people. You know, you got the big names that put them out, but then there's guys that do it in their basement that do a great job. Yeah. You know, of just putting content out there for people that, you know, because what did you say today? You played your 9th and 10th game? Yeah. Or just 9?
I think it's my 9th game.
Right, and you know, if this were 5 or 10 years ago, you might not be able to get the experience now that you get now because the content's not out there. Yeah. You know what I mean? People would maybe do analog battle reports, but being able to watch people play the game is huge. And see different lists, and that's just something I really appreciate about the hobby. But back to the tournament, you had 1,500 points. You've been playing that list for
about 2-3 weeks.
Now, how similar was it to the list that you played in the last tournament?
It was somewhat similar. In the last tournament, the couple changes was I got rid of the Night Scythe, and
because you had issues with the reserve roll.
I'm terrible at reserve rolls. I don't think I've ever made a reserve roll.
They just come out on
turn 4. In this format with the time limit,
that can be crucial.
Turn 4 is the game's over.
Yeah, because
typically the game's over.
Especially because of the first tournament, you played a game against Orcs, and Chaos.
Yep.
And did you play 3 games?
I played 3 games, and the other.
Your first game was against Vince, who was new. I mean, that was like his.
Yeah, we were both new. That was my
literally first game.
Literally my first game.
So you know these things, you know,
it slows the game down.
Yeah. And reserves, I've always had I've always had kind of like a hate relationship with them, just because. Well, you know, like for Imperial Guard, only things I typically keep in reserve are either Sentinel, which are dirt cheap, or Vendettas, which are expensive. Yeah. So when you leave that much firepower and that many points off the table, and they might not come in, you know, it's one of those things.
That's the thing. Like to have, and so on my first list, there was the Night Scythe, 10 Praetorians, and a Cryptech, all in, or actually, I think it was just a Cryptech, that's for 450 points.
Yeah, that was off the board, right?
That was off the board. And in a 1,500 point list, that's almost 33% of your army.
Yeah. And so then they come in and they can't even do what they're meant to do, which is assault for another turn. And they don't have that invuln, and it's just, you know, it's kind of that, I don't know. I've seen and again, back to that community thing, I've seen a lot of battle reports where reserves really hurt you. Yeah. You know, and I think that's why a lot of the new Coda Cs, I would say, are going away from the rolls, and they're just giving you the automatically come in. If something dies, come in. So this was our CAD tournament. I won't say our last one, but our next one's going to be 1850. Yep. You know, because the time frame isn't going to change. You know what I mean? It's still going to be 2 hours for the matches, but we're going to allow detachments and I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be, I know, at least one codex.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are excited because
I'm excited. Yeah.
People are getting tired of the, I mean, you do the same thing a couple times. It's time to breathe some fresh air into it. But it's going to be a single codex, but you're going to be allowed to use the detachments now. Whereas some of these fluff pieces really shine through with the rules, like Decurion.
Yeah, the Decurion detachment,
stuff like that.
and the Canoptic Harvest, giving the wraiths, which were, I think, in my game against Brad in the finals, he almost shot him off the board.
Right, and he was playing Tau, for those of you who don't know. So.
He almost shot him off the table, so they weren't really an issue in that game. But in all the other games, they were an all-star.
And that's a tough unit. But and then once you put them in the Decurion with the Canoptic Harvest, they get really dirty.
Protocols, they get shred, they get something else too. But they almost always have.
They always have rending, right?
Yeah, they always have rending.
They don't gain rending. Yeah. Okay. They're that's a great unit.
Oh yeah,
that's a great. And you ran a unit of 6.
Yep, full unit.
Yeah,
with whip coils.
Well, I know playing against it was tough, and I got lucky. I had a lot of. I mean.
You actually killed it.
Yeah, not too big of spoilers, but like it was tough.
Watch the battle report.
Yeah, it really was a great battle report. It was a lot of fun. I was thinking back on it, I was like, man, I had a good time. One of my more entertaining games against Necrons. Because sometimes Necrons are like, you can feel like you can beat the piss out of them, and they just are still there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're putting all these
still
wounds.
Come back. Yeah.
So you don't think you would change anything about your list?
Not my list today.
Okay, now the meta won't change. Because we still got the same core players. Hopefully some of you guys are watching this travel to our next tournament, February 6, 2016, noon start time. But we're going to put some Maelstrom missions in there.
Good.
It might only be one, but
good.
If it's 4 rounds, one of them
will be a Maelstrom.
One will be a Maelstrom.
Awesome.
Maybe two. I just don't want it to. I've had a lot of people that said they wanted Maelstrom. I'm just nervous that somebody's going to get screwed on a card draw.
They're going to say,
but everybody seems to be okay with that.
Well, you can house rule it any way you want, and if as long as they can maybe redraw if they can't score the card.
Yeah, because I will definitely do that. Like if Demolitions gets pulled and nobody has a fortification. Because I think it's going to be pretty close to just about anything goes next time.
And I think Maelstrom is kind of the standard that the game is.
I think the game has shifted to that. Yeah. With the movement and it keeps the game. There's life in the game the whole time. Tournament war missions are great, but sometimes you're just playing.
I like them a lot.
Waiting to jump on an objective, though. You know what I mean? Like you run up turn 1, 2, and 3 to kill something, then 4, 5, 6. You're trying to get back to where you're going to
get in there, and then everyone.
Yeah.
No, I'm safe. Yeah.
Okay. So we fought it out. Now let's get back to the corners. Yeah, so and that'd be great for some comments below too, guys. So let us know what you think about the format of the tournament, because we used 2 Eternal War missions and then a custom Eternal War mission. We just had 6 objectives on the table, but we're gonna put in some Maelstrom, stuff like that. Well, anything else you want to touch on about your victory? I thought you from watching your game, looked like you had a pretty good handle on most of the games you were playing. I think the Tau one could have played out.
The Tau one, and I was surprised. We don't have a battle report of it, so I can go ahead and spoil it. But Brad conceded at the end of turn 3 after I made I don't know how to word it, but like a crazy charge with my Lich Star into his crisis suits.
You rolled 8.
I needed 8. I rolled exactly 8. I got in there and basically wiped his HQ and his whole unit off the table. And then he was stuck with 1 unit of Ghost Keels, a couple Pathfinders here and there.
I don't know if you could have killed the Ghost Keels though. Outside.
I never shot at them.
No, because Lichguard don't move 12 inches, right?
No, they move 6.
You see, I don't think you could have got him. Because he can move 6 and then thrust move.
Well, the way the board was positioned, my Lich Star was kind of in the middle, and so I was holding 2 objectives with a single Wraith and a single Tomb Blade that he had almost shot off the table.
Yeah, and those things.
And so in order for him to get a shot off on them, he would have to have come towards me. And my Lich Star was sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah, that thing's...
So at first I was like, why are you conceding? Like, those Ghost Kills are really, really good.
Yeah.
And he knows how to play them really well. He times his marker lights very well. He understands the mechanics fully. So I was still worried. I was like, oh man, this might not happen.
You didn't think it was.
And then once he explained it to me, and once I thought about it, I was like, yeah, you know what? His ghost skills can't get range on my 2 guys sitting on objectives. He is not gonna. If he comes any closer, he's gonna have to fight my Lich Star.
You never know when you're rolling those dice. Like 3 of invulns are nasty, but as soon as you roll 2 1s.
Well, yeah, I think the turn that my race really took a beating was Tau turn 2, and he killed 2 of them with his ghost kills, and then he used 1 marker light and a unit of fire warriors, and he killed 2 more because I had 5 invuln saves, and I rolled 5 dice and rolled a 1, 1, 2, 2, and that's 2 models off the board. So he pretty much neutered my race at that point, and at that point I relegated them to, okay, let's hold an objective.
The Wraith Star.
Yeah, let's hold an objective.
Yeah, so. So the next one's gonna be 1850. What would you? I think the Lich Star is going to be healthy in any kind of format.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think. Well, okay. Now the issue with that, it is still competitive. I'm still going to bring it. The only issue is that my HQ can't be a Destroyer Lord. I don't think, because I don't think I'm going to have enough room in 1800 points, 1850, to bring a Destroyer Cult, and the Destroyer Cult is the only way to get the Destroyer Lord into the Decurion.
Right.
Which is unfortunate, but I do have a bunch of other HQs. You can just bring an Overlord, because really the Destroyer Lord he does add a lot to the list because of preferred enemy. But really the big thing is his War Scythe, and you can give that to any Overlord.
Yeah,
so,
that's any.
It's a War Gear. So, but yeah, I did not to show my hand to anybody, but I think I'm gonna bring a Canoptic Harvest.
Yeah. Well, I think that's. I don't want to say a given, but man, it's just
it's the best.
It makes those, and you bring them anyway. So in a Decurion, you might as well. I don't know how much a spider costs, but you might as well pay. The extra points. It's only 50.
50 points, and then you got to bring 3 scarabs too.
Which I mean are garbage anyway. I mean either they get killed or they get ignored, and they're gonna go kill some stuff. So.
Yeah, and so I don't know if I'm going to pump up my Reclamation Legion a lot, or I'm going to bring another detachment. I know I'm going to put together an obelisk.
Because Lords of War are going to be...
So we might see a living tomb on the table. That'll be pretty cool, because I have a monolith, so...
Going to be scared. Yeah, those monoliths, I mean, it's crazy how much those... Just 350 more points can really kind of put it really up over the top.
I'm excited. I gotta get to building.
Yeah, I'm hoping the next one, because I know Ted's gonna be back, Jason's gonna be back. Ryan, where are you? Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
We need you back. Forge World's gonna be allowed, so.
Yep. So
maybe a Chaos book comes out between now and then. I doubt it, but who knows?
You never know. But
or a guard book.
Yeah, that would be good.
Probably be February if ever.
Just on a side note, Ryan, we missed you. I had tailored this list specifically for his army, because he mentioned in the last recap that I may be paraphrasing, but when you talked about how he did, he's like, oh, I did well in round 1, it was close in round 2, and then round 3, the round that I played him, he said, I played a Necron player, I just blew him off the table. So I made sure after watching the interview I kind of was like, okay, all right, and he did. I mean, I will give him credit. He absolutely, that was an accurate description of the game. But yeah, I was looking for him today.
Yeah, and hopefully he's back for the next one. Hopefully February 6th, we're putting it out early. Be there. Yeah, and the prizes are good, right?
That's awesome. Yeah, I won. I got myself stuff that I needed. I got 2 boxes of scouts.
Yeah.
I can say that, right? Yeah. Yep. And so. It's awesome. Yeah,
and obviously the more people, the
better
the prizes get.
All day of Warhammer.
Yeah, we had I want to comment, kind of my last point, I just want to comment on how everybody really, it was a great environment.
Oh yeah, everyone was helping, everyone was real cool about it.
Well,
we still have, it's the community I feel is getting stronger. I felt it just in the time that I've been playing since September, that it got stronger, and then everyone was real receptive. I think that Kirsten, she'd only played 2 games before this.
Just the one against you.
Just the one against
she
me.
got 3 in today. And it's 11 o'clock right now. when we're filming this, and people are still out there playing.
Yeah.
And people were rolling in here at 11:30 to play this morning. So it's just really good. I love seeing the community grow. I really do. Really, it's grown more than I could have hoped. Really, in our first 8 months of existence. You know what I mean? I think it's been awesome.
That was kind of the big hurdle for me to get into it, was I didn't have access to a community that was like welcoming. And so it's definitely intimidating.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what we ran into.
Putting your models together, painting them, and now you have to bring them and show them to people.
Yeah, show off the work that you've done.
And you might, personally, I'm my own biggest critic, so it's like, I finally brought my army. I was weird about it. I didn't like bringing my models out before they were done. And then, everyone's like, wow, they look really good. And for the people that are like, oh, that you want to get into it, I mean, I really wanted to for a long time. Yeah. And I finally did it. And the community here has been open arms.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do is just take the leap. A lot of people see the price tag on the boxes, and it can be an investment for sure. I mean, but
they hold their value though.
They do. They hold their value, and they're really worth it because they're durable. And they're beautiful models. And I think the community aspect has. I mean, that's been a common thread throughout the whole video. We didn't plan that, but like community aspect's a huge part of it. Being able to show your stuff off, get tips from other people. Just really everybody be together, and I think that's been an awesome thing. Been really cool. So, you got any last words you want?
Thanks for opening up the store and putting everything together.
Hey, it's guys like you that keep it going. So I'm just glad that people have flocked to it like they have. So let's just keep going strong. Be here the 6th. Like I said earlier, leave some comments below. Let us know what you think about Joe's list that I'm going to post at the end here. And get out to our next tournament, guys. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys.